I'm Justin. Today I'm going to do a book review of The Heir by Kira Cass. This is the fourth book in the selection series. I'm not sure if it's classed as a different series or if it's classed as the fourth book, but I'm classing it as the fourth book because you can't really read this book without reading the other three because there's not as much explanation in this one as there is in the other three, because it's definitely for people who've read the other books. So if you've not read the other books, there might be a few spoilers in here just for who America ends up with at the end of the one, because you can't really talk about this because it's about her daughter without talking about who she marries at the end of the one. So if you haven't read that, definitely go read those books and then come back. This is not going to be spoiler for The Heir though, so if you've read the selection, the elite and the one, you're fine and you can definitely watch this video. So it follows Evelyn, and I had really mixed feelings about Evelyn. Everybody had really mixed feelings about America, which I didn't share. I didn't have weird feelings about America. I liked America. I thought her indecisiveness was very realistic, and I really enjoyed reading from her perspective. Evelyn, however, was a different story for the first half of the book. Because she's grown up a princess and knowing that she's going to be queen, she's quite pampered and pompous about everything. She's very privileged, and she annoyed me how she didn't see other people's points of view. Also because Maxon and America are brilliant human beings, I don't understand how they didn't teach their daughter how to be nice to people. And considering her mother was not rich, and yeah, she's part of the royal family now, but she wasn't when she was a kid, I feel like they could have taught her more. But she was just really horrible to like people that were poorer than her or less fortunate. She just didn't think about anybody else. One of the guys, Kyle, she just hated him at the start, and he's a really nice guy when you get to know him. But she was like, oh, he goes around and reading books because he's so boring. And I was like, why? Does that make him boring? I was like, Kira Cass, are you trying to make me hate Evelyn? Because if it is, you're sort of working. But once the guys arrive and she starts actually having a relationship with some of them, like talking to them more and getting to know them, she sort of becomes more redeemable, which is why I still gave it 5 out of 5 stars even because of that, because I feel like it was a good character process that she went through. I feel like she needed to go through that development even if I didn't quite understand why she needed it in the first place. Maybe Max and America didn't parent her as much as they should have. And once she got to know the guys, it was really nice seeing her relationships with all of them. It was very different to the selection because with the selection you're from America's point of view, so you only see her and Aspen and her and Maxon, and with this she gets to know probably about 4 or 5 of the guys really well, and she has some bad experiences with some of the guys which I really enjoyed. I also enjoyed the sort of feminist attitudes of Evelyn and the book in general. It was really, really progressive and sort of made me think about things a lot. And whereas the selection, the elite and the one are sort of really like low-key reads that don't make you think a lot, this one did make me think about like feminist values of Evelyn and stuff, and how she deals with her life as the first queen, and she is dealing with it well after the book, like at the end of the book. Even though she was not dealing with it very well in the beginning of the book, she wouldn't accept help from anybody, and she was just really, really self-important. But I think that's due to her being a princess. But I really, really enjoyed it. I feel like telling it from the point of view of the selector was really good because you got to see her relationships with all the boys and not just 1 or 2 of them, and I really enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed Maxon and America's little like they hadn't told their children about everything in the selection, because there's things that go into that you don't want your children to know. Because you don't really want to tell your children that while seeing you, your current husband was kissing other girls and stuff like that. And so they haven't told them everything, obviously. And I liked it. I think it was really cute when they were giving her advice and she'd be like, you never told me that happened in your selection. Why have you not told me things about your selection? I was like, do you really want to know those things about your parents? I wouldn't. So yeah. And yeah, that was my review of The Heir by Kira Cass, and I will see you next time.